For the next video, we'll tackle all about the Chapter 9 entitled the Transport Layer. So data networks and the internet supports the human network by supplying a reliable communication between people. On a single device, people can use multiple applications and services such as email, the web, and the instant messaging to send messages or retrieve information. Data from each of these applications is packaged, then transported and delivered to the appropriate application on the destination device. So the process described in the OSI transport layer accepts data from the application layer and prepare it for addressing at the network layer. So from the application layer, it will transport the OSI layer will transport. Next is for the network layer. It will prepare the addressing. So the OSI layer will transport layer accept data from the application layer, and then it prepare for addressing at the network layer. A source computer communicates with a receiving computer to decide how to break up data into segments, how to make sure none of the segments get lost, and how to verify all the segments arrive. When thinking about the transport layer, think of a shipping department preparing a single order of multiple packages for delivery. We have the role of the transport layer. The transport layer is responsible for establishing a temporary communication session between two applications and delivering data between them. An application generates data that is sent from an application on a source host to an application on a destination host. Then this is without regard to the destination host type, the type of media over which the data must travel, then the path taken by the data, the congestion in a link or the size of the network. Then the transport layer is the link between the application layer and the lower layer. The transport layer, it is the link between the application and the lower layer. So this is without regard to the destination host type, the type of media over which the data must travel, the path taken by the data. Then next we have the transport layer responsibilities. We have tracking individual conversations. At the transport layer, it's a set of data flowing between a source application and a destination application is known as a conversation. Next, a host may have multiple applications that are communicating across the network simultaneously, and each of these applications communicates with one or more applications on one or more remote hosts. Then it is responsibility of the transport layer to maintain and track these multiple conversations. Next responsibility is segmenting data and reassembling segments. Data must be prepared to be sent across the media in manageable pieces. Then most networks have a limitation in the amount of data that can be included in a single packet. Transport layer protocols have services that segment the application data into blocks that are appropriate size. Then this service includes the encapsulation required on each piece of data, and the header used for assembly is added to each block of data. This header is used to track the data stream. At the destination, the transport layer must be able to reconstruct the pieces of data into a complete data stream that is useful to the application layer. Then the protocol at the transport layer describes how the transport layer header information is used to reassemble the data pieces into streams to be passed to the application layer. Next responsibility is identifying the applications. To pass data streams to the proper applications, the transport layer must identify the large application. To accomplish this, the transport layer assigns each application an identifier called a port number. Then each software process that needs to access the network is assigned a port number unique to the host. So in Chapter 9, we have the transport layer. It is a link between the application layer and the lower layer. Then we have the application layer, wherein the OSI layer will transport, then the OSI layer will prepare for addressing in network layer. Now we're done discussing all about the transport layer in Chapter 9.